So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. Certainly this is an arena which will satisfy those who enjoy their architectural design and style. The Allianz Parquet here in Sao Paulo. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, in the normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Bernd Leno. I think his presence might make all the difference for this team. He's got lightning-fast reactions and a coolness under pressure that allows him to...
Rashford has a shot! And he just whacks it away. Aubameyang. Well, that had to be more accurate.
Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
McTominay. Shaw. Manchester United are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Mustafi can hoist it clear. Pogba is flagged offside. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. Fred plays it forward. Well read, he sorted that out. Now a chance to break. Kolasinac. Mustafi. Ceballos, Granit Xhaka, David Luiz. Fred gets it back. Bruno Fernandes looking to get on the end of this. Ozil gets it away. And that's a throw. Granit Xhaka. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Mustafi. There's the whistle for half-time. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Already up and running for the second half. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Granit Xhaka, and it's played forward. Now it's Lacazette. Mesut Ozil. That's put paid to a promising move. Mesut Ozil. Aubameyang. That intervention was very necessary. Maguire tries to get it forward quickly. Gets the better of his man. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Ozil spreads it towards the left. And it's Kolasinac. It's come loose. Mesut Ozil. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Rashford. Ball through needs to be good here. And he's cut it out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Lacazette. Rashford. Bruno Fernandes. Kolasinac gets it away.
Manchester United merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And here's Martial. Martial! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Wan-Bissaka. And that is that. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim. And good afternoon all. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Bernd Leno. I think his presence might make all the difference for this team. He's got lightning-fast reactions and a coolness under pressure that allows him to make the big one-on-one saves.
And the shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Hector Bellerin hurtling down that right flank. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Hoists it forward. Fred. Bruno Fernandes. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Mustafi can get it clear.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Lindelof. McTominay. Still goalless. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Wan-Bissaka shapes to shoot! Mustafi can hoist it clear. McTominay. Shaw. Nketiah. Ceballos. Until half-time, and it is still goalless. Shaw gets it back. And it's played forward. And that has been clubbed away. Steered in. Up to meet it! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Manchester United failed to capitalise in stoppage time, so we are as we were. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Unspectacular but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
And after 45 minutes it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Already up and running for the second half.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Lindelof drives it forward, and it's Juan Mata. Fred. Now the cross. Mesut Ozil. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Oh, it's one! Taken with style. And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Still, there's a fair bit of time if you're going to think about defending it now.
Wan-Bissaka cuts it out. Fred plays it forward. And back to base. Aubameyang, and here's Lacazette.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Ceballos, and here's Lacazette. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Arsenal are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Hector Bellerin. Manchester United need to hold on for a few more moments. It's a brilliant interception.
Arsenal need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Fred goes looking. Leno has that under control. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny. Just a goal in it. But that was enough.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I
Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game.
Rashford! He scored! It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Rashford really showed good strength there, held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Jordi Alba. Back into the middle. Bailly knocks it away. Jordi Alba. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Bruno Fernandes drives it forward. Barcelona are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Vidal, deftly done. Wan-Bissaka is there to heave it away. Oh, great ball! Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Now it's Vidal. Maguire with the clearance. Wan-Bissaka. Ball is over the line. Jordi Alba. Griezmann opts to play it back. Mata has created one goal already. Bruno Fernandes. What an adventurous run from a defender. Good save, he got a decent fist on that. Arthur gets it away. It's come loose. There's the delivery. He's gone for it! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. The team still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. Some first-half thoughts?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Manchester United head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. So we're already... It's Luis Suarez! Messi falls short. And out to safety. And it's Jordi Alba. That's a throw. Bruno Fernandes can't get the better of his opposite number. And here's Suarez. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Messi! Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Barcelona are back in business! And he's produced a beauty. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Pogba goes for the cross. Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Wan-Bissaka cuts it out. Finds himself eased off the ball. Messi! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Rashford is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his runs have proven fruitful, but they have to give him a harder time like that. Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And Titi plays it forward, hoists it forward.
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
All the way back, and they start again. Romero sends that a long way. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Manchester United need to hold on for a few more moments. Flings in across. Maguire. Wan-Bissaka. And that's that. Manchester United win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it. Perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. But that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them...
Yo. Nothing, no one, never standing in my way. Another 30,000, what you do today? Nothing, no one, never standing in my way. Another 30,000, what you do today? Trying to catch me, keep dreaming. Pull away like a speed demon. Yeah, I'm really heating. take you serious, stunting in a day rental. Yeah. Yeah, and further out of reach, and my reputation getting bigger. Yeah. Now I don't even want the trophy, but I'll take it just to vex. They vexed. All of these haters is vexed. Oh, you supposed to be next? This too hard to digest. Now cut me a check or get out my way to the left. Oh, yo. Nothing, no one, never standing in my way. Another 30,000.
Oh, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. We are in this super stadium for a super club, truly one of the iconic buildings of 21st century sport, the Allianz Arena. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides, a treat for everybody here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And as you can see, we've already started here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Of course, Manuel Neuer. He doesn't just dominate his area, Peter, he seems to control the whole of the defensive third. He's excellent at mopping up any balls that make it through that defensive line. And what's more, he can often turn those interceptions into lethal counter-attacks too.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Lindelof. Juan Mata. McTominay. Lindelof. Shaw. Juan Mata. Back into the middle. It'll be a throw-in. Lovely bit of skill. Pogba plays it out to the flank. It's a loose ball. Goes for the cross. Kimmich can hoist it clear. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through. That's not for the want of trying. It's an interesting game up to now. And still goals. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Manchester United head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Not a team any further forward than they were when they started out. Already up and running for the second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
He's got through. Goalkeeper's ball. Gnabry. It's being played forward. Now it's Philippe Coutinho. It gets up to head it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Oh, the keeper was committed the wrong way, and he could only wait and watch.
Gnabry. Thiago. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Right through the middle. Rashford, he gets past his man, hits one! This could fall anywhere!
Manchester United showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Boateng gets it forward. Gets wrestled off the ball.
Bayern Munich merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Diogo Dalot goes back to base. Shaw.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late.
And that will be the final act. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier.
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been... The referee's awarded a free kick. Chiellini, Alexandro, Chiellini, Danilo, Quadrado, Ramsey, and here's Dybala, out to the right, Danilo, going to throw in, and it's Danilo. Dybala hits one! Goal! Juventus! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
So, a breakthrough already. Matuidi, Alexandro, Ramsey, Alexandro, across the field it goes, Shaw battles to win it back, Andreas Pereira, Martial, striding forward, facing goal, oh, shooting chance! Quality ball drilled in low.
Oh, how has that not ended up in the back of the net? It was a cracking ball in the way he drilled it across and kept it down too.
Cleared away. That'll be a throw-in. Incoming cross. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Done very well to intervene. And it's Matuidi. Bentancur set up one goal so far. That's great strength on the ball. A real chance to break. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Wan-Bissaka. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
Here we go again.
Manchester United don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Alexandro. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Fred. Andreas Pereira. And it's Shaw. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Regardless of the outcome, it is... That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Martial. Shaw. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Nicely controlled. Bruno Fernandes has a goal!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Alexandro. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Matuidi gets the better of his man. Alexandro delivers. Ball is over the line. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Two changes being made right now. Rukani. Ramsey. Chiellini. Alexandro. Well, that's where he wants it. Cuadrado. Played into space out wide. McTominay. Manchester United are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And the counter is on. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Maguire attempts a clearance.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Alexandro Matuidi. Ramsey. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. And the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. We'll have to see out the rest of the game. Dybala! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
That's a fairly demoralising...
Say something. Say something. Say something. Say something. Say something to me. Say it like you mean it. Out there thinking you deserve this. All over nothing. Pain isn't meaning. Out there somewhere in the distance. Way too cold outside. Feels like I've been running far. All out here for living. So we keep on biding time. Say something.
Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. Certainly this is an arena which looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Lindelof is there, and he can get that clear. Cut out in the nick of time. And that's been levered clear. Bay. Decent looking ball. Going for shapes to shoot! And he heaves it forward. Oh, he's really drilled it.
Boca Juniors have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
And it's got through. Bruno Fernandes. And that has been clubbed away. Fires from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Well positioned to make that interception. Maguire goes back to base. And it's Pogba. Martial. And it's played forward. Tevez gets wrestled off the ball. Lindelof drives it forward. Bruno Fernandes spreads it towards the left. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And the first half is done, so neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. Been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Manchester United playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
That'll be a throw. Salvia. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Right through the middle.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong. Boca Juniors merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Has a pop! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Up to meet it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, good interception. Forward it goes. And here's Tevez. And here's Tevez. Boca Juniors desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Good ball. Rashford. It could be Rashford! And the whistle goes, so nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. Frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in.
I'm a bad, I don't care what your name is. If you step out, then you better put your game in. You think it cool, I can be colder. I don't really wanna hear you joke and say ringing, ringing, ringing round. Paper keeps calling, getting waiting till I'm done. And chérie, I'm blessed. Do you really messing with us? Oh, bounce. Bounce. Keep your eyes on that. Yeah, I see. They come and mess around here. Where you from? Where you from? I'm so scared. You should probably go home. Don't wait, loose. You ain't really messing with us. So bounce. Bounce. Bounce.
So perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are in the conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. And this is one of the most spectacular new venues, certainly in terms of design. It is the Allianz Parquet. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
Diogo Dalot.
Manchester United get it back again. Bye. Manchester United are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Rashford! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Shaw. And it's Martial. It's being closely tested here. He's through the middle. And here's Rashford. Shaw. He's come loose. Battles to win it back. Pogba concedes a free kick for that. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least offensively.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester United playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. A few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Phil Jones hoists it forward.
If they're happy keeping possession, fair enough, Peter, but it isn't going to help them pose much of a threat by keeping it there.
Martial. It's Martial! And he heaves it forward. Colo-Colo have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess...
Shoots! A waste.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Plays it out to the flank. Matias Fernandez, full tilt down the right-hand side.
Colo showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. De Gea gets it upfield. Oh, real danger here. Going for goal! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Loose ball, who's going to get there? And that is that. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied.